That'll come out. That will come out. She decided to listen to him. He so innocently says, she did this on her own, like hell she did. Like fucking hell she did. Yeah, what child? Oh, I had problems with my tenants. They saw I was going to sell the house and see the paycheck. They were 4 months in arrears on their rent. Their kid came over the house. He's a good kid. He's 8 years old. And I was doing a live show at the time. We were talking about Fazio and the Mushroom Song and all that shit. So Barry's been just, it's about every one of his shows saying, disfiguring the whole situation. Say I had a kid on my lap, that I was grooming the child. That alone is a case. That alone is a case. That alone. I couldn't even describe to my viewers the way I'm feeling right now. I couldn't even possibly describe it because you wouldn't understand. I don't like this guy, and I'll use his own words. I despise this, and I don't want to call him a man. I don't know what he is, but he's not a real man. He's a coward. He's cocky. His mouth precedes him. His mouth has got him into trouble all his fucking life. All his fucking life. All his fucking life. He thinks I'm going to go easy on his fucking ass? What happened, bros? Bras? It ain't going to happen. Let him run his mouth. This got him in a great position so far, so let him continue. So okie dokie with me. Let's see. Reset the case until after Christmas. Don't give Goober a chance to plead guilty. I have nothing to do with that. I don't even know if the case will go on the day because it is the holiday season. And a lot of these officials, they take vacations, they go visit family, they go all this shit. I don't know. The case after that would be probably some into the first quarter of next year, probably. So the boy's going to spend a little bit more time to think in his lovely settings. Won't you be? Won't you please? Won't you be my neighbor? Imagine me in another cell next to him. That's all I'm going to say on that. Yeah. Yeah, okay. So I'll say it for the last time. You've been running your mouth about all this crazy shit I'm supposedly said about your girlfriend. That's a crime right there, man. That's a fucking crime for you and your girlfriend. I don't give a fuck what she thinks about me. I don't think much about her. But I'm not going to lie about something. Never called her a goddamn whore or a fucking prostitute. Never threatened her or her family at all. I want to hear and see the videos. I don't want to hear any bullshit. Your viewers, my viewers, they want to hear it. They want to hear the original audio, tape, whatever it is, video, where I said that about your girlfriend. Not a, what they call an insinuation. No, I want to hear where I called her a whore and a prostitute. Show it. Because she couldn't produce it on her fucking complaint. She talked about it, but she couldn't produce a document. There you go. Lastly here, Hedra. Goober must think if he pleads guilty, he will have some leverage over you with his girlfriend's bogus case against you. Time will tell, my friend. Time will tell. Won't it? Speaking of, my time is up. Folks, don't worry about the court case. It will handle itself. My testimony comes up next, as far as I understand. Could be wrong, but I think I'm set for that. Now I'm going to blow the whistle on this motherfucker. Well, there's a standard set of questions I have to ask, from my, my lawyer, and then his lawyer gets to cross-examine. Did you know when he was cross-examining Gil the last time? Oh, that's about all I got. He asked some stupid questions. He had nothing else to say. Yeah, well, what is your relationship to Frank? And she told him. There was no pertinent questions that he asked at all. There was nothing. Then he said, after maybe 4 or 5 minutes, okay, well, that's all I have. Oh, who can get better than that? His lawyer knows how guilty he is. His lawyer obviously knows. But there's a couple of bucks to be made in it, so, he's there for the ride. Again, produce those videos where I called your girlfriend a fucking whore and a fucking prostitute. You slimy piece of shit. Produce it. Produce where I threatened her and her family. How did I threaten them? Do you think it's a threat by saying I'll take legal action on something? That's not a threat. That's, first of all, that's a promise. It's not a threat. Why do you think you're in the situation you are? I made a promise, not a threat. That your ass was going to be in jail one way or the other. And I kept my promise. It's not a threat. Nobody, I wouldn't be stupid enough to threaten her and her family. I'm not as stupid as you are. See what I'm saying?
Oh, there he goes. He's gone, man. He's gone. Doesn't even say goodbye. Doesn't even talk to his subscribers or his hate watch viewers. It's just hilarious, man. It's just hilarious. Let's see. Stank must be rubbing himself again. He's so obsessed. Yeah, Frank got a little upset. Frank's always a little upset. That's too fucking bad, you know. And I just come out and say it. Frank, you're a fucking pedophile. You're a fucking groomer. I've proved it. Other channels proved it. And what's so great, Barry doesn't have to produce any, evidence. This is a BI complaint that's turned into a charge sheet. They look at it. This is not a courtroom. He does not understand. He is on his way out. It's all over but the crying for him. It's just a matter of time. In Philippines, everything happens very slowly, and soon they'll catch up to Frank and they'll say, "Oh yeah, we got to throw this guy out." All right. BI Bureau of Immigration is not a court system. Right? You make your complaint, they read it over. You send your affidavit on the complaint, they read it over, and they make a decision. That's the way it works. Frank in Thailand coming soon. Yeah, Frank doesn't realize he opened his big mouth. Okay? In Philippines, you don't open your big mouth. You don't do that. Okay? You don't do that. You keep your mouth shut. You don't say shit about Filipinas. You don't say shit about Philippines. You don't yell at little kids in the streets and tell them to get a job. Hey, all this shit will go against you sooner or later. And it's all catching up to Frank. And frankly, I'm enjoying it. Yes, frankly, I'm enjoying it because Francine's going to get his ass kicked out. Okay? And he's looking for a way to worm his way out of this. He's not going to worm his way out of this one. Right? So I hope you enjoyed this style. Yeah, hell, it's worse here in Thailand. You can't leave a bad review on Yelp. Yeah, Thailand, man, you just got to keep your mouth shut. Okay? And what a lot of these foreigners, like Frank, okay, don't understand. You are no longer in the United States. You can't act like a Karen in Philippines, Thailand. You can't do it. You'll get kicked out sooner or later if you act like a Karen. That's all there is to it. And guys like Frank, they don't understand it. They don't play here. They will send his ass packing. Yeah. I mean, you have to be careful with Thailand's money. Don't say anything bad about the king. Um, dude, you really have to mind your P's and Q's. You actually have to be a gentleman. Okay? You actually have to be a gentleman. Period. Frank doesn't understand that. Frank comes there, he thinks he's going to change the culture, he's going to change how other people think about him. It's not going to happen, guys. It's just not going to happen. Okay? In the Philippines, he will be deported or he will be put in detention. Either one is okay with me. I mean, and I'll tell you right now, he better not come back to the United States. Okay? Because I will meet the motherfucker at the airport. I will meet that motherfucker at the airport. And we will see how fucking brave he is. It's hard to imagine any human being being more pitiful than a 70-year-old still doing nonsense. You get a big appreciation for what you do. Step away from YouTube for a few months. Yeah, I mean, dude, this guy is on YouTube last night. He's on this morning. He's just on and on and on and on. All right, welcome in, Big E. And, you know, I hate to see this shit. I really do. I mean, and this crap about putting another case on Barry. Gilda's always unhappy. I mean, what he claims he paid 50,000 US for the house. All I have to say is poor Gilda. She's earning that motherfucker. She earned every block, every window pane, the whole 9 yards. You know. And this idiot spending 10,000 friggin' pesos on another case. It's just written up. It hasn't even been submitted. And then when it gets submitted, what is they have to approve it? What if it doesn't get approved? There's 10,000 pesos down the tube. I mean, this guy pisses more money up the wall on the judicial system in Philippines than I could ever imagine. You didn't go to Philippines to piss money up the wall to throw cases and spend your days in court on your retirement in Philippines, did you? If that's what you did, I have no respect for you. You're a fucking idiot. You're a fucking blooming idiot if you're spending all your time in the legal system while you're retired in the Philippines. You're just a fucking idiot. Okay? So I hope you like this format that I did of simulcast today. And I tell you what, I got to rock and roll. I got to get out of here. I got to get my day going. And I want to thank you for coming in, Steve, Reborn Troll, Scott. Scott, thank you very much. Don C. I think the whole adult life, he's been that kind of guy to sue everyone. Don, I can't argue with you one bit. I just can't argue with you one bit. It's, it is what it is. But anyway, guys, I gotta get out of here. Okay. And the dog wants to go for a walk. And have a good one, man.